Hello and welcome back to Simply Gregster EV. Unfortunately, our time with the Mach-E is coming to an end, and it's been an amazing adventure over the last few days with the Mustang Mach-E. So I just want to share some final thoughts on what I like and what I don't like about the Mustang Mach-E. So I'll get into it. So I rented this at Avis the other day. It's a 2023 Mach-E all-wheel drive extended range, and thank you to the commenter on Threads that told me that the X means extended range. So this has 467 kilometers of range, 91 kilowatt hour battery pack, and I find the Mach-E, it was been a bit controversial for Ford. They named it a Mustang. I think I would have just kept it a Ford Mach-E. I do like the way it looks, definitely inspired by the Ford Mustang styling, but I also think it's one of Ford's best vehicles in probably the last 20 years or even 30 years, and a very important one in their history. As we just come back here, definitely you can tell it's styled off the Mustang, and I absolutely love driving it. And normally on this channel, when I give the cars back after I'm finished reviewing them, whether I rented the car or if I got the car from the press fleet, I'm not very sad about giving them back because I enjoy my cars. I enjoy my Mini Cooper electric and I enjoy my Fiat 500. But this one here, I'm truly sad giving back because it's just so good to drive. We've been driving this for about 1,000 kilometers, 1,200 kilometers already, and it's done everything so well. Extremely comfortable, extremely powerful, has good range. It's a serious road tripper. We're just charging it up right now at Couche-Tard here, or Circle K in the United States, before I return it back to the airport. On 19-inch wheels, super comfortable to a drive. Very nice interior. I love the push buttons on here. Super nice interior. All very high quality stuff. Normally, Ford doesn't do this stuff so well sometimes. The build quality, the fit and finish, but everything on here is solid. Beautiful door panels, beautiful steering wheel, extremely comfortable seats. I didn't think I would like them at first, but it's really grown on me. We'll just step inside. We'll give it a quick power on here. The screen, I love the layout of the screen. Everything in here just feels like a quality product, which is, you don't really get that from American car companies. I'm not a huge fan of American cars, as you know on this channel. I've always had European cars, but everything in here works extremely well. The screen is quick and responsive. You have a couple driver mode settings. You have whisper, engage, unbridle. That releases all the horsepower apparently. And we've reviewed this EV. We've reviewed a Mach-E on the channel before, and I don't think I gave it not a proper review, but I just wasn't gushing over it because I didn't live with it for that long. I had it for the weekend, but we really didn't go anywhere or do anything with it. I don't think I like the gear select. I don't like the gear select, this rotary dial. I'm not a fan of EVs having the push button start. I much more prefer when you get in, it detects your key and it turns everything on right away. I'm not too sure why manufacturers do this, but this is not a Ford thing. But this interior is just so nice in here. I actually got told it's also a premium package on here, and it definitely looks like that with the B&O sound system. Everything is just finished so nice up here. If you blindfolded me and put me in this car, I wouldn't be able to tell you that it's a Ford product because it's just so nice in here. We'll just jump out here. Again, push button back here to open the doors. How nice is that? Is there soft close on here? Is there actually a soft close? Let's see. No, there's no soft. Yeah, there's a soft close. Plenty of room back here. Awesome road tripper. We've been driving this like crazy the last few days. Look at all the room back here, and this is set up for me. Nice, beautiful glass panoramic roof in here. I keep saying it. Super high quality product from Ford. I know a lot of viewers might not like American cars, and this is strange coming from me, but I think this is one of the best American or big three EVs around. They just did such a good job with it. Hold on, we gotta open up the back from here. Again, plenty of space back here. Look at all this space back here. I'd love to take one of these on a proper road trip, like really long road trip, like 2,000-3,000 kilometers or miles or whatever have you. On 19s, nice big thick sidewall, still rides properly. Good performance. I think 0 to 100 time on this is around 4.8 or 5 seconds. It really gets up and goes. Really nice. Super impressed driving it. I think Ford's EV program is one of the coolest. Jim Farley is a really cool CEO. He totally gets the performance side. He totally gets the EV side of things. I just wish they would have something a bit smaller. I know in Europe they just released the Puma EV. Hopefully one day we can see that here in Canada. But just an overall awesome EV, awesome car, and it's just so much fun to drive. And I think it looks absolutely great. It does not feel like you're driving a gigantic 5,000 pound SUV. It's very light on its feet. They just nailed it. One of my friends and colleagues at work, he has the GT version of this. He bought it on my recommendation, and he absolutely loves it. And I could totally see why he loves it. I'm just so sad that I have to give this back because I've had such a fun time driving it. And I keep talking about road tripping. Well, seats are comfortable, but also it has access to Tesla superchargers if you have the correct adapter. So it's totally usable. You'll have no problems taking this cross country or really anywhere you want to go because you have access to Tesla superchargers. And I think I'd much rather be in this versus a Model Y. Yes, a Model Y long range might charge a bit faster, but I think this is a much nicer driving experience overall. And that's what I really look for on this channel is driving experience. What emotions do you get from driving the car? And this one here, I had a giant smile on my face the entire time. It just worked properly. It was nice to be in, nice to look at. Every time a couple things I don't like that it doesn't have a manual battery preconditioning function. And I apologize for the background noise. I'm filming this right by my house at the Akustar chargers. I don't like that it doesn't have the no manual battery preconditioning option. That BMW iX does have a manual battery preconditioning option, but that's also significantly more. We've also reviewed that on the channel. We did a proper European road trip with that. So I think I would add that, where you don't have to use navigation to precondition the battery. I think I would maybe work more on some of the quality materials inside the car. I don't find some of those materials are the greatest. They could wear out over time. I also don't like this lip when you get inside the car, but I think I know why they did that, because they want to put the battery up as far as possible. I don't like this lip. It keeps down here, it keeps grabbing my pants and this section here. But again, I think I know why they did it. The driving position I did find a bit awkward as well. Not a huge fan of the driving position either. Maybe add a bit more offset on the wheels to flushing them out on the fenders. But really hard to find faults. That's just me being nitpicky and trying to find something wrong. But they absolutely nailed this. Like, this is a solid 9.5 on 10. Maybe charging speeds, not the greatest given the size of the pack. But if someone offered me saying, hey, you have to drive this forever, or something like a VinFast VF8, which I do like the VinFast VF8, same class of EV, I think I would take this. I didn't really have a lot of time with it last time, as that Blazer EV drives by as well. You could tell we're in Montreal, there's EVs everywhere, we're absolutely surrounded by them. But last time I had it on review, I didn't really take it on really long trips. I remember it was a busy weekend. I think I put about 300 or 400 kilometers on it. But this one, we've done some solid trips. We've done the range test. We did a little road trip today with my wife Laura. She absolutely loved it. She even said that if one of these on a long drive would be amazing. I'm just so sad I have to give it back, because it's just so much fun. As I've already said, I keep repeating myself, but I just can't get over how much fun it is. I totally get the appeal of why the owners love these Mach-E's to death, and they were willing to battle to the death for it. Super cool, super interesting, and Ford, you guys absolutely nailed it. Such a huge smile on my face driving it. And I'm not the biggest fan of big three or domestic cars or EVs in general, but this one here is absolutely solid. This is what happens when you have a good engineering team, when you have good vision and you have good leadership at the top. You end up with amazing products like this. So for everyone out there thinking that Americans can't build EVs, well, one, we know they can because Tesla's an American company, but I'm talking more from the big three. Well, they totally can, and it's right here. And I drove it, and I love it, and I've fallen in love with the Mustang Mach-E. If you made it this far, please think about liking and subscribing. And I think that's going to be it. It's extremely cold out here now. I'm going to finish charging this up, and we'll head off to the airport, and we'll drop it off, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.